Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining me. I see we have a couple people in Destination Spooky. Hey, Vic, how are you? Um, Thank you for joining me this evening and my wonderful guests. I'm sure most of you know who they are. Tonight, I have Bob, Christopher, and Gina Bengston on to talk about not only Pennhurst Paracon, but also Vortex Ghost Gear, the equipment that they make. But I am your host, Taryn Kerber, Paranormal Brew, every Wednesdays, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And without further ado, I am going to bring on these two wonderful people that I love so much. Bob and Gina. Babo! And
Hey.
We're in the dark over here.
No, we're in the dark.
In the dark. We're in the dark over here. Because we have that board that he made in the background, and that's that hands-free Ouija board, and you can see all the sensors light up. So I was like, oh, that looks so cool. So we're in the dark. That's why there's no lights on here.
I like it. I like it though. I love how you can see that in the background. It almost looks like a little Frogger.
Right?
Looks like an eyeball.
Yeah.
Like two eyes on the top and a little mouth. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
it.
it does. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, how cute.
It is cute. So how are you guys this evening?
Good.
I know you're busy. Very, very, very busy. So
Yeah,
thank you so
right
much.
around the corner. Oh my God.
I know. Thank you so much for joining us. I know people are probably watching to hear about, Pennhurst Paracon for sure, which we will get to, I promise. But first I want to, for anybody that does not know these two wonderful people, which most people do, Bob and Gina, just give a little background,
Well, we have Vortex Ghost Gear together. We have Ghostly Excursions together, where we take people on ghost hunts, which we haven't done since COVID. But that's the part that co-organizes Pennhurst. He's been on Ghost Detectives for a million years now. They have over 100 episodes that they filmed. I joined the last year, and then, all hell breaks loose, and then the show stops. But we did film for a whole year with a bad producer, so that was like null and void. And then COVID, and then we just never started it back up again. But you can still watch old episodes of Ghost Detectives. And then I have the Fox Den with Gina B and Mama D every Thursday from 8 to 10.
Yes, I love it. See how busy you are? And you guys are making equipment, and you guys are planning a Paracon, one of the biggest Paracons of the year. And so you guys are busy. So let's talk a little bit first about Vortex Ghost Gear. I have to say that I'm a huge fan, and I have most of my equipment now is Vortex Ghost Gear that I get. And I'm not a big equipment person, but the stuff that I do get from you guys is awesome. What I love is that you stand by your work. So if something happens, you fix it right away, you get it back. I know the hard work that goes into your equipment. I know how hard you guys work, and you how well together it's put. And
We appreciate that.
technical wise, electrical wise, you guys know what you're doing. So please, everybody, please go check out Vortex.
Excuse me, I have no voice. But what we try to do is have something for every kind of sense, right? So we have a dome that's for manifestation. So that's a static dome. So when a spirit manifests, it makes static electricity. So that's what that does. We have our crypto chords music. It's motion and temperature. That's for distance. So you can, if you had two, you could put one way and one the other way. You could do a whole hallway, a whole big room. Yeah, I'm Italian. So it can go, we say 35 feet, but actually, some people said they've had it at 50 feet, actually out in Gettysburg, right? Like 50 feet, and it was still, it was working that far away. So what this does when you turn it on, there's a light here. The light will turn on. The sensor reads the room. It reads the temperature and the objects in the room. So if the temperature goes like even 1 degree hot or cold in front of it and goes quickly, it's going to turn on and off quickly. If something stays in front of it, moving, or the temperature changes like right in front of it and just stays there, then it's going to stay playing. Hi, Beth. You know that whatever you're looking for is right there, and start investigating, start talking because it's right there. So that's distance. Then you have like HTOs. This is like proximity meters.
Oh, use the other hand with those.
Yeah, my Italian. Yeah, we don't want to be sharp instruments. But you can hook these HTOs up to anything metal direct. So like I just had scissors here, but like if you're in Gettysburg, I'm saying that just because you love Gettys. If you had like a Gettys belt buckle, you can put Union or Confederate on there and say which side you want, and then this will go off if they touch it. So
Ghost hunters actually use that in Gettysburg. They had it hooked up to a sword. Yeah, and that worked. We have that. I have that clip on my shelf so I can play it. So that's proximity. That's they have to touch it. Then you got geophones, and this is for vibration. Our geophones is a lot different than like other people's because we have sensitivity levels, right? So you can set it up really high, so it's very, very, very sensitive. So if you're on a really hard floor, right? Hard surface. Okay.
I love that. No. I like your accent.
so then it will go up. If it's on a soft surface, you want to put it way down. Like you can put it on a bed because if you hit it, anywhere, it will go up.
Isn't she great?
No hard R's for you, Gina.
No hard swear to God, she does.
And then we have a V-Pod, which is again proximity. This is like a little mini REM pod, right? Everyone loves REM pods, but this is like sleeker, smaller. You can stick it in your pocket. You can throw it around. It's very durable. But it's got 2 modes. There's a button.
Right here.
So
she's still in trouble with that.
Yeah. So it has music and REM, right? But again, it's proximity, so you actually have to touch it, right? So the HDO and that is touch. And then, of course, our trigger pop.
I was waiting for Foxy. Foxy. Dun, 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 dun.
I should have brought up.
Foxy?
I should have brought up yours.
Zeus. Yeah, we have Zeus.
We have Zeus in the cellar.
Yeah. So trigger prop cats and dogs. They have sensors all through them, and they have the 2 modes too. And especially like at Pennhurst, all the kids at Pennhurst and
Zeus has scared so many investigators just because he's black, right? And I sit him somewhere, and we start to investigate. On almost all my recorders, you hear at least one to, or not all of them. Jesus Christ, that cat! Oh my God, that cat just came the shot. What it's the cat? Oh my God, that cat!
Over there, I have that ghost box. Can you grab that? I have a ghost box over there too. So these, the customizable things are these. So this is mine. And where's my camera? There's my camera. So I have a fox. This one I like hand painted and a fox, but
but people can get you. You may be one. It's got Paranormal Brew's logo and my theme song. The song is my theme song. So the songs can be
songs can be mine's, I like that kind of music, so that's what it is. But this is one of the boxes. It looks like a plain box, right? I added this. I made this. This is actually a plasma disc here.
Okay.
So when we have boxes with plasma discs, they're like a twofer. Now we usually make them out of the cigar boxes, and the plasma disc is. I will. We have the plasma discs on top of the boxes, and it's like you touch your finger on it, and
dial down, Bob.
The dial it down. The Ouija board boxes have like numbers and letters.
That's an inside joke, just so you know.
I don't know if my batteries are working.
Anybody going to Paracon? I don't want to hear that tone it down shit.
Oh, that's cool, Gina. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's vibration. So this can be.
Oh, I see.
Right? It goes with your sound. So any kind of vibration. So you can tap. Right? So you can say tap it once for yes, twice for no. So many of our boxes have a Ouija disc on it, or our Ouija boxes. You can use it as a two-for box, like our geophone. Because geophones you can use the same way. Tap once for yes, twice for no. Do like Cody and Satori and do the alphabet. They use our
Yeah. It sounds like it picks up voice vibration too.
Yeah, because it's vibration. Voice is a vibration, sound, vibration. But then you just, that's very loud, right? But it's just turn the knob, push the button, pick your speed. So 1 through 4, slow to fast. So it's an easy scan ghost box.
So how does somebody decide what speed they want? Like, I don't understand. So like,
where are you going, right? Where are you going? Are you going to an asylum? Right? Usually if you go into an asylum, people are drugged up, they're slow.
Okay.
Put it on a slower speed. If you go into a jail, they're hyped up.
Yeah.
Put it faster. It's know your audience. It's the way you're going. Basically if you go into a home and you're trying to talk to your loved ones or, people like that, then you can just put it in the middle, like 2 or 3. Like that's what you use the most,
Yeah, that thing looks really. I like that disc on there. I like that a lot because
I'm an older
sit in silence and see if that goes off with no one moving and nobody saying anything.
Right. So it's like that or this. So you can pay $100 for this, or you can pay the $20 for a box with a disc in it. You know what I mean? So now I have a lot of like this one. This is a unique box, right? But a lot of the boxes that I make, you can see them. We have like, go on my page. I posted a bunch of them while I was making them for like the Paracon. I've got some really cool designs, and they can all be customized too. So I can make a Paranormal Brew box, and we make them out of the cigar boxes.
Cool.
I mean, I've made Scooby boxes and Dracula boxes, and then I got all these cool time boxes, like steampunky time boxes with beautiful women.
35 boxes we're bringing to Pennhurst.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it's not only, like Bob will be out running around doing what he does. I'll be in the tent with Mike selling equipment. So I'll be in there, and I'll only come out when something. Oh, you don't have one, Beth? Oh my goodness!
I don't have one either.
I don't have one either. And you're a sponsor? I'm a sponsor of the show.
We're sponsors.
I thought you had one.
I thought you had one too.
Oh my
Of the thing with the disc
thingy? Make a Paranormal Brew box.
With the disc thingy thing you're talking about?
You can make the disc one on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like I wish I had one. No, I don't have one.
What?
Oh, do you want to run downstairs? Do you want to get the special box for the that's in the dining room?
She kills me.
I made a special box for Paracon.
I'll go get it.
It's on the dining room table.
So nice.
It's got all our celebrities on it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I'm going to have them all sign it.
That's awesome.
I don't know how we're going to do it, but maybe we'll auction it. Maybe we'll do something with it. I'm not sure, but it's really cool. But that way you can see the box too. And it doesn't have a disc. It just has, it has Josh Gates and Nick and Tessa and Kindred Spirits and Ghost Hunters. They're on the top. I think I have Ghost Brothers on the front, Destination Fear on the side, and then little pictures. There were so many, I couldn't fit them all. So big pictures. So I have little pictures on the side like Katrina.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. And then it says Pennhurst Paracon on the back for 2025.
So talented. See, you also have to have talent to do that stuff too. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I love creating. I do love creating. So, when people call me up and they want, a crypto box, it's like, I'll send you 50 designs. Like, they'll just say, I want something, with a cat and a moon, and then I'll be like, okay, because my brain is already going to 9 million different designs, so.
See, that's awesome. And that's what's cool is that you have that whole Um, she said Kim is saying she wants one. She said it is my B-day on that Saturday.
When what?
So she's turning. Can I tell you? Say how old you're turning, Kim. On Saturday during the Paracon. It's her birthday.
I know. It's always her birthday on Paracon. I love it. And it's Rich and Angel's anniversary too, right? I think it's
is it?
Time. Yeah. So I'm lucky that you spend your birthday with me and slave away on your birthday as opposed to having.
Listen, I would have been there last year, except
I know she goes out and gets engaged.
Italy, just I couldn't turn it down.
I gotta bring Zeus up, but he's taped up.
Oh, Zeus's package.
My Zeus had to have an operation.
Oh, he's got some other puppies. Okay, so this is the kind of a box that I do now. Okay, so this has, right, there's our celebrities.
Oh, that's cool. Oh my God, I love it.
There's the back, right? And again, you just turn the knob, push the button, pick your speed. And then on the side, I've got Brian and Michelle. Chris Williams, Patty Negri, and Katrina. I can't get it.
We see.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Now with these two, which is cool, my furnace, right? Inside, it's also nice and neat, right? But it also comes with an antenna. So now like the tunnels and Rockwell and all that, you might not get reception. Well, we put in a little antenna. And in here, there's some little clippies in there. There's one with a wire and one with no wire. Okay, right on the side here. So you would unplug the one with no wire, and you would plug the antenna in right there, and then you'll get reception. If you had a portal, the portal that takes the white noise out, because this makes the white noise, you unplug the one with the wire. Unplug that, plug your portal in, and you're good to go. And it's easy. Like, the FP7s, you can't see them. I can't see those little numbers and flashlight and the mouth and the cord hanging and the speaker and all that. You don't need any of that because you can do this without even, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah. Done.
So Kim, she says she's turning 50 that day.
Oh, she's still a baby.
Baby.
Dana said she's turning 70.
What?
She's turning
I hope you're not together right now.
And Lauren says Alec is graduating college the day before the Paracon. So much to celebrate.
Oh, yeah, we need to have a big celebration thing. Oh my God.
There's a lot of comments there. Hold on. Love it. Wouldn't miss it. Then Beth said, yes, she does have one of those boxes. I thought it was the thing with the round thing on it. It was something different.
Look at this little dachshund.
Aww.
Isn't he the cutest little bugger? So he's a trigger prop. He's new. And then of course, look at Fifi.
How cute is that?
Oh my God, right? And it's got a cute little pink collar. Oh my God, just too cute. Just too cute.
So I had to, my Zeus needed an operation.
Yep.
Bob performed, Bob operated and fixed Zeus. And I'll have him back. I love that.
Archie.
I love that.
Yep.
I'll have to one day get you guys to make me one that looks like Roscoe.
Oh.
We have that.
P. LOL, so cute.
Schnauzer, you're a schnauzer, right?
No.
No. Jossie has a schnauzer.
What is he?
Ruby.
Ruby.
Josh has a.
Jossie has a little.
Yeah, no, she's got a like Mama D's. What do you call him?
He's a Havanese, he looks like a Lasso Apso or a Heaven.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
How can you forget what
That's what I was trying to say. Like there's a little. It is the cutest thing.
I don't know.
How could you forget what Roscoe looks like?
I have no clue. I don't even know what day it is anymore.
I hope he doesn't hear you.
I'm sorry. Oh, there's Dana.
Hi, Dana. This is Dana's dog. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love the trigger dogs.
Yep. Yes, we got a lot. We got a big kennel of puppies and a big litter of kittens. So.
I think Debbie. Is that Debbie?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think she bought a King Charles too.
Oh.
Still haven't loved mine, she said. Oh, and Christina says, "I love my skunk."
Oh,
I know,
yeah.
we made her a skunk special. We don't sell skunks, okay, just so you know. But we made one for her special, like like mine. Fox is a special. It's a one of a kind. Hi, Jenny.
23 days.
23 days. I think it's sooner than that, isn't it? Or is it 23 days?
Wow.
Oh my God, I don't even know. It's right around the corner. I know
that's
that.
about right.
I'm like losing it.
That's about right.
Oh,
So,
what?
with that being said,
yeah.
let's talk Paracon, because I'm sure a lot of people watching are probably wondering. So, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
Yes.
Yeah, Friday night. It's just Friday night. So it's Friday night of the RIP party and the ghost hunt, celebrity ghost hunt. So the little dinner. It's not a big fancy schmancy dinner by any way, shape, or form, but it's it's a little bit of a food, and it's just we're in the assembly building at Pennhurst, which is in itself cool, right?
Yeah.
And some of the celebrities will be there, and there'll be a little Q&A going on.
Ghost Hunters, Destination Fear, Ghost Brothers, and Nick Groff and Tesla will be there for Q&A.
Yep.
Both nights.
Yep.
So Friday night and Saturday night. So, let's start with Friday night. So Friday night, if you got an RIP ticket, what time do you have to be there by? Like, I mean, what time are people?
Well,
you can go to the horror with the RIP ticket. You can go to the Happy Horror thing for, I think that's 5 to 7, and then at 7 you go up to walk up to assembly and do the dinner up there.
And then if you go into the ghost hunt, you could do
and
the
it usually
dinner,
runs
stay there, or go and then go to investigations.
They say till 9, but it usually runs past 9 all the time.
Yeah.
And then are the celebrities doing the ghost hunts on Friday night? Who's doing the ghost hunt Friday night? Do you know?
Brian
and Michelle, Katrina. I'm not sure if Chris Williams is coming. Patty Negri, Bob Christopher.
Oh my God, that's who I want to be with.
I hate when they do that.
I need his autograph.
They do that.
I know. Can I have your autograph?
No.
I don't have your autograph.
Stop it.
I'll be going back to the hotel and sleeping. No, but early. Also, we have for some of our vendors, because we have a lot of vendors. So there's a lot going on through the whole thing. All right, besides acts and shows and history tours and ghost hunts and everything else, and the various passes and what you can do with the various packs. Lectures going on, vending, right? So we have a lot of vendors, and they're awesome vendors, and that's where you can buy these guys. Okay, with us too. We have a big tent, and I'll be in there with Mike. But early access on Friday. So we have some, people setting up their tents and stuff on Friday, and then the rest are setting up early Saturday morning.
All right, let me make this clear for anybody who's a vendor. If you didn't sign up for the early sign up, you're not allowed to set up. So we took a list.
Yeah, they know who they are.
To set up on Friday.
Yeah, they know who they are because they're told that they can come on the Friday and set up, and then the rest will come Saturday and set up, because it would be too much all at once to do one day. And then
some vendors bought tickets to be able to set up on Friday.
Right.
Okay.
They didn't buy tickets.
No, they signed up.
They just signed up.
Did I say buy tickets? I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I meant they signed up.
They tried to keep it like 50%, right in there.
Yeah, just to that's like half the battle at Pennhurst is traffic flow, and keeping people in various spots. So when you see things getting added, it's like we're trying to get all the majority of people from this spot to disperse a little and have a bunch here, and a bunch here. So it evens everything out.
Right.
There's so much. I mean, just with all the stuff, and then just all the admin type things.
There's new stuff too. I mean, with the VIP passes, you get exclusive access to Philadelphia, to the tunnels. What else? Limerick. Industry. We have industry cleaned out now. That's going to be open for Pennhurst. First time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I feel like every year there's been a new building open.
Yeah, that's what we've been trying to do.
And that's awesome. I mean, and that just goes to show you that the money is getting put back into Pennhurst.
Right.
Yeah. People,
because it's not cheap to fix those buildings up. I mean, some of them have roofs caving in.
Right.
So
those buildings that can't be saved are torn down.
Last year they paved all the roads. They put new macadam. The parking lot's paved, and they put a new roof on Assembly. So
that's awesome. And it's so nice to see when you're a volunteer and you're helping out and you're doing this to help, to preserve a location and help with and then to see it happening. You know what I mean? Like it's a good feeling. I mean,
people have no idea how much work has been put into that place. And I mean, how many volunteers? I mean, we can't thank them enough. I know Matt can't thank them enough either.
You guys work so hard.
Unbelievable.
But all year round, it's just, the Pennhurst crew. So it's like 3 fascias, basically, kind of like that run Pennhurst Paracon. We do our things where we tend to the celebrities and we do our stuff. You know what I mean? And then, Matt, oversees everything. And then Jim's
amazing.
Jim is like God.
He is.
Right?
I'm telling you, I don't know how he keeps it together.
Hardest worker.
He is, and the calmest person.
The nicest man on the planet.
We'll be jumping off the ledge, and he's like, no, it's all right. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. And everything's good.
he's just great. So that's what runs, and it takes all that to make this happen.
Sure. And all the employees. I mean, they're so well-mannered and well-trained and so knowledgeable about everything down there. I mean, they know exactly what they're doing. It's like a well-oiled machine. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Parking, where they tell you to park, where they tell you to go. The people that are around,
shuttling people
spots.
Up, and I mean, it's just
we're going to have shuttles because we're going to have so much parking because we have sold over 6,000 tickets already. So
crazy.
So there's going to be, other parking lots open and the golf carts will be running people back and forth. And then you can do the history tours too. So there's still stuff that you can do, during the day also. And the history tour, if you haven't done it, is amazing. You'll learn so much.
Am I going to get a break so I can do a history tour?
Sure.
Maybe.
I'm kidding.
I'll do it with you because I have not done one. I know about it anyway. I would still like to go around and actually do it. But it's
do they still do, because the one year I remember are they still a bat sanctuary?
Yeah.
Because the one year
they were releasing it, right?
Yeah.
But we were there one night.
That was down at the lower lot. That was the lower lot.
When they did.
It was away from where the event was, but it was still part of Pennhurst grounds where they they released the bats, and it was just so awesome.
That's where they'll be parking this year.
Yeah, some of the parking will be down there, but they have homes now. They just release
yeah.
But they're good. They keep away.
Susan said, and maybe you guys understand this. I bought a basic ticket. Are you still offering add-ons?
Well, there's not a lot left. I'll be honest with you. VIPs are sold out. VIP tickets are sold out. RIP tickets.
Yeah, 2 tickets for Friday.
There's 2 tickets
and Saturday
left for Friday on RIP, and Saturday is sold out.
There is still tickets for the horror speakeasy. That is still available.
Yeah.
The let's see, Sunday.
The Celebrity Ghost
Hunts. There's still tickets.
There's 1 ticket left for Saturday night.
Only 1.
And so who is doing? Is it the same people doing Saturday night that are doing Friday night?
Yes.
Yeah, and there's Sunday night also, and there's plenty of tickets for Sunday. So there's still tickets Friday, still tickets Sunday. Only 1 on Saturday for the Ghost Hunt overnight. And then what else? So the regular day passes and such, they're still available, just to get into the Paracon. So
how many people can they actually allow? How many?
If you have a basic ticket, there's so much to do there. Oh my God!
Yeah, we don't really have a limit because
the grounds are so big. Yeah. So they're offering history tours, and then there's going to be lectures, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So is it the lectures going to be the same both days, or is it going to be certain people certain days?
We're going to get the schedule up soon.
Yeah.
We just got to finalize everything.
Everything keeps changing. You notice that things keep
adding people.
Yeah, we keep adding celebrities. We keep adding things. We have more horror people that we added.
I definitely want to meet Michael Myers.
Okay. All right.
It's my heart crush. I love Michael Myers.
Well, you can definitely do that. I'll bring you right up to him. And you called him. It's getting hot.
So really quick, I hope I don't put you guys on the spot. Who are the horror people coming? I saw Sean Whalen, right? He's from.
Yeah. Let me see. All right. So we have Leatherface and Michael Myers, and
Sean, right?
we have the two people from, what do you call it now? Them.
Twilight. Yeah.
The Twilight girl.
Michelle.
Yeah, Lavery.
Wait, so I have a confession. I didn't know who that was, and I showed Rob, and Rob knew who it was.
Yeah, that's that beautiful blonde girl that was on there. And let's see, they just added Reggie. All right, so Tyler Mane.
Right. Sean Whalen.
Yeah.
Reggie Lee.
That's the one.
From Grimm.
And then the other
Bree Turner from Grimm.
Bree Turner from Grimm. Did you guys watch that? You used to watch the series Grimm with the monsters and stuff. I thought it was really cool. But yeah, so they're celebrities.
R.A. Milhoff.
That's
Leatherface.
Yeah. And then they just added this guy.
Oh, they added another one now.
Right here, Tim.
Oh, yeah.
Tim Ellis.
Right. And Kelsey Davies.
Kelsey Davis is just a paranormal person.
Nights of Terror. She's on some show. I don't know her. Sorry.
I love Twilight. People like.
And we're gonna have the dog guy, dog psychic.
Yeah, it's Kudrow.
Oh yes, no, I want to talk to him. I want him on my show.
Yeah.
I know, me too.
He's pretty cool. He is. You know. Yeah. I don't see him. Where is he?
I don't think he's listed on that one.
All right.
Yeah, but they keep adding things like at the last minute on us, so
Are the So who's doing lectures?
Probably the same as last year.
Ghost Hunters, Kindred,
Ghost Brothers.
Probably Nick and Tessa.
Yeah, Nick.
No, they're going to be doing that Q&A too, though.
Yeah.
So,
so once we figure out the schedule,
we'll
put it
post
out.
As soon as we get it, we'll post it. Because again, don't quote me on anything because things can change at the last
it could change.
Right.
Everything's subject to change with this thing.
Andrew Garland will be there with his dinos.
I love my Josh. Oh my God. Last year we had, what's her name? Was it 2 years or was it last year? The girl.
Myra?
No, not Maria. The one that was on Expedition X.
Jessica.
Chabot.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm like, we got to have Jessica. And I was like, Kim, you got to go with her because I want, Josh to know that we have a great event because I want Josh. And now we got Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
I hope he comes. He probably will come see the dinos. He's all about that stuff.
Who knows? I don't know. That guy is going to be all over the place.
He's going to be a busy guy.
He's going to be very busy.
Yeah.
And he's, I think wherever he goes, it's going to be like, whew. So we have to make sure we have a lot of security and such around him.
So there's going to be food?
Yep. Yeah, they have their
food. Same as last year. You went there last year.
I was in Italy.
Oh, you have to see the new food stand. I mean, it's just amazing, the food stand. There's no waiting. It's like boom, 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 boom.
How is it?
Boom.
We had your face on the thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The girl said that.
Grilled hamburgers right there, hot dogs, chicken sandwiches, French fries. What else? They had kielbasa sandwiches. They had veggie burgers. They had so much stuff.
I didn't get to eat. I was
too
busy.
They stand in line, but they have these like big heated ovens, like glass, and they keep loading them up, and the people just grab stuff as they're going. It just so fast.
And I think
because we had a problem with that. Too. Remember that one year that you were there? Like the lines were so long. Now it's like boom, done fast.
But see, that's the thing. Like every year you learn something and you make it better for the next year. You make it better. You know what I mean? Like
we try. But this year is going to be different again because last year we had the big tents and the vendors under the tents, and there were some leaks in the tents, and we had a lot of complaints about that. So now it's everybody bring your own tent. So it's going to be hopefully without a hitch, and everybody gets, everybody has
We'll handle
some patience with, people setting up and such, because you got to set up your tent and your stuff, and then they opened it up, and they had like, I believe through the people that were already paid vendors, they opened it up for 10 applications to go inside Devon, because now inside Devon, where we had some vendors before, right, we have the bar area in there, and then also Pennhurst has their merch inside Devon. So you can go in there and buy your sweatshirts and your shirts and whatever else from, and they have great stuff. They have awesome, the sweatshirts are amazing, but,
So Jenny put up, what did Jenny put up before?
Uh,
No, I forgot. I got a brain freeze.
This, and Josh Rayleigh does Paracons.
Yeah, he hardly ever does stuff like that. He films overseas like 190 days out of the year. So he's never here. And I know he has a family. But we wanted to give a big shout out to Amy and Adam, because they were very influential in getting them here.
Oh, really?
And then they opened up a thing that they're doing, their special Josh and Amy and Adam little, what do you want to call it? It's like a
private little event
mixer,
in the cellar of Devon,
in the basement of Devon, and they have a little bit of food and Q&A and some pictures.
More personal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's awesome. When is that?
That is Saturday.
Saturday, 6 to 8.
6 to 8. It's sold out though. It's sold out in 2 days.
Like that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
How many people were able to get tickets for that?
I don't want to say.
200.
Let's just say that's going to be another problem.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people in Devon basement, let me tell you.
Wow.
But we don't
There's
have
enough
to
room
work
in there. I mean, that room is pretty big.
It is big.
Yeah, we'll handle it.
Yeah.
We don't have to work that, though.
I'm sure Josh is very personal, and he will not leave until, he's done. He's done with everybody.
He's a sweetheart.
I guarantee everybody's gonna be happy.
That's JV Johnson.
How you doing?
JV?
Yeah.
Where is he?
He's saying hi.
He can come.
He's JV.
I know. Like, he didn't get a hold of me somehow, He didn't get a hold of me this year.
Oh my God, I would love to start seeing him again at these Paracons.
Yeah, I love watching them too.
Oh,
They're a huge thing,
Killing my chair
here. JV is awesome. He's got the voice you can listen to for hours. So he's already got that radio / Jimmy James. Lauren said Jimmy James, yeah. I love him. He's great.
He's a good guy.
He really is.
No doubt.
Yeah, watch Paranormal TV, and him and Jason Hawes and on their little excursions, and they're fun together.
It's so much fun. Oh my God.
Yeah, you never know what they're gonna say. It's always ball busting back and forth. I love it.
So it's going to be big. So what time did gates open for public?
Early VIP entrance and RIP entrance is 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And general admission is 11. 10. That's right.
10.
Yeah, they get an hour head start. So
right. So it's like when you're coming in, they'll ask you, what kind of pass you have, and they'll put you in the proper line. So if you're coming in just for a day pass, you're going to be in the long line. If you're in the RIP or the VIP, you're going to go into designated lines, and then you can get in sooner. So, get into the other lines. And again, crowd control and to keep things moving as much as possible. I mean, there's going to be lines, there's lines every event that you go to that has celebrities, but we try to keep it moving. And then we ask too, that when you go up there, like the celebrities want to be nice and they want to listen and they want to talk and everything, but you got to realize how many people are waiting, so try to keep it a little brief. Just, like, I mean, I get it. I understand. What are you doing?
Can you see that?
I can see it.
Oh, that
was the line to get in.
Yeah, you gotta tip
last
it,
year. You can't see it. Nah, can't see it.
Can't see it.
Never mind.
Yeah. Well, we've already We've already
Yeah,
surpassed.
they're supposed to put in another
I'm covered
tick
with fur.
another tick of both so that lines will go a lot faster. Like I said, we every year it's an improvement every
So
year.
people are still going to be able to buy tickets at the
Yep.
door.
Yes, we have
Yep.
walk-ups. Absolutely.
Yeah, so you can walk up. You can get, like just the weekend pass, or you can get if you come in
A
just
day
Sunday,
pass, yeah.
you can get a Sunday pass. So it's, I think the weekend is 45, the Sunday is like 35.
35. Yeah.
So so you don't have to come both days. You can come one.
Right. And the RIP is more than the VIP. VIP it's one up, right? RIP pass. I
Yeah,
do.
you get the dinner, the horror con, and all the special buildings you
Yeah.
get to go into.
Yeah,
And,
like a lot of things except for the ghost hunts over there.
yeah, the ghost hunts aren't included.
Everything but the ghost hunts. So the ghost hunts are separate.
Yeah.
Right.
But anybody that comes can sign up as the horror con. Is that still open like for
Yeah, that's still open. There's plenty of tickets for that.
So the only thing that there isn't is the RIP or the VIP. Like mostly
VIP is sold out.
VIP is sold out. RIP,
done.
there's one ticket left for Saturday night. For Saturday or Friday?
No, Saturday sold out. 2 for Friday.
2 for Friday. I'm sorry.
And that's it. And then that's sold out. So sorry.
Oh my God, 6,500 tickets already is and how many vendors?
There's over 200 right now. I don't want to give a number because that's changed. That was changing for a little bit, but we opened it up. When did we open it up?
That was
December.
We were gonna do 220, and then we added some.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 240, 250.
Yeah, that's a lot of vendors.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we opened it up.
It's a good thing, but I mean, it's a lot.
We opened it up December 13th for vendors, and 2 days we had to shut it down because we had 350 applicants, and we were only taking, the 250 actually at the time.
220.
Yeah, we were actually at 220. So, but they opened up a little more room, and we just had to put them on a waiting list.
Yeah, there's still a waiting list. You know what I mean? Just in case someone at the very end says they can't come.
Yeah, you can only do what you can do, and I mean it's first come first serve.
Here's the thing: we could have 600 vendors there. There's enough room for that, but the money's not gonna be distributed right. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you don't want to have 500.
You have 500
people,
vendors. There's gonna be a lot of unhappy people there.
Yeah,
they're not selling stuff or whatever
because
it's not cheap. I'll be honest.
You don't want to have a whole bunch of people selling T-shirts and a whole bunch of people selling like what Megan sells with the cups. You don't want to have a whole bunch of people selling. You don't want to have too much competition either. So you kind of see what they do and keep it, one.
Well, and also open it up to the horror side of it. You open up to a different type of vendor as well, too. Like that allows for more of different types of vendors to come in. You know what I mean? The horror vendors, the paranormal vendors, the psychic medium vendors, you know what I mean? And then you have the crazy people. There's crazy people too.
There's a good mix. So there's going to be stuff there that you've never seen before too.
Yep.
Like there's a lot of new people coming out, that are coming.
And you got the dino table that I'm going to love to check out. The dinosaurs.
One thing I don't do is trigger prop dinosaurs. They're way too big.
That would be cool, though.
No, it wouldn't. That's a lot of sensors.
And Mike, he's one of our worker bees this year too.
He is
here. Yes.
I love Mike.
Yes, you got to be there very early Saturday morning, Mike. Very early.
What time do the worker bees have to be there?
Be there by 8.
At 8 Friday and Saturday?
Yeah, you're gonna start.
Not Friday.
Not Friday.
No,
right.
Saturday morning.
Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
Because, it's like because we have the early access, so everyone has to get there together and get to their celebrity for the people that are coming in for 9.
Yeah. So right now they are working on a map, an online app map that has Q&A codes, like QR codes. QR codes, and you can find out exactly where you want to go. It'll show you a route, an overhead of Pennhurst where everybody's at.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So 8 a.m. for all the workers have to be there. Are we meeting in a certain building, or we're just like kind of?
Well, come to my tent like we did before, right? So I don't know where my tent's gonna be, but I'll let you know.
Figure it out. We'll know.
Be there real early, so
we'll be there.
You want to come
so
a little
I'll be
early?
setting
Come
up
early.
too. My tent. That's why I want you to at the tent because I'll still be setting up while I'm talking.
Yeah.
To you. Make sure you get all your badges and all your things, and you know where you're going and who your celebrities are, and if there's any changes at the last minute.
You guys are coming down Friday, right?
I think I was sending you some changes.
All right. I mean, if you guys, want to go to that horror thing or whatever, just come and see me because we have to do things a little different this year.
Mm-hmm.
We have to get wristbands, so.
Okay.
Yep.
Definitely.
There's just so many new people at Pennhurst, that don't know everybody,
Right.
so.
Yeah,
We
so
just
we
wanna-
have those
We
and
just want to stop the confusion,
Yeah, for sure. And Michael will be at the thing Friday night, right?
Technically, Michael who?
Myers
Myers.
Oh.
should be.
He's gonna be running for me.
Is it Friday night? Yeah, or is it
Yes.
Saturday?
Both nights.
Both. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah, he's gonna be running for me. I'm like, Michael.
He's a nice guy. He really is. He's nothing like Michael. I know.
Man, starting to hyperventilate already.
Why?
It's a blur.
Oh my God, it's just like
so much.
I start. Well, actually, a couple of us are going down
The week before.
the week before. We'll be down there all week getting things ready, and from Friday night until Sunday, it's like
blur.
45 minutes of sleep. Probably for the 3 days.
Yeah, it's that.
Well,
all for the sake of Pennhurst. It's not like none of us get paid, right?
Yeah.
But we don't make any money, right? We do not make a dime. I want everybody to really realize that we don't make a dime for this. Our worker bees, I wish I could pay them a fortune because they are worth it. You guys are all worth your weight in gold.
we love
Yeah,
you
get a
guys.
big heart.
Honest to God.
You really do.
But it all goes to Pennhurst, and if you guys go to Pennhurst year after year, you see it. You see it in what they're doing, and it's our heart and soul. Because we love Pennhurst. That's why we.
I mean, and
They're making your contribution to the paranormal field because you see it. I mean, we're opening up more and more and more every year.
yeah.
This year we have 10 spots to investigate on the ghost hunts. 10. 10. I can remember when it was just Mayflower. You go down there for Mayflower.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I know. And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like each year, like a new building gets opened or something gets done. And believe me, I love Pennhurst. Even before I even went to Pennhurst, I had this draw to Pennhurst for some reason. I found out like a year or two later that I actually I never knew this, but I had a family member that was a resident of Pennhurst until 1978. And then he was moved from Pennhurst to Hamburg State Hospital when 78, when they started to crack down a little bit on Pennhurst and they were starting to close it down. 78, he was moved to Hamburg, and unfortunately Hamburg got torn down. It's a shame. It was for sale, but Pennhurst is still going. And actually one of where I go to Bird Mansion, one of the people on the board there, her father was the janitor at Pennhurst. So she used to go to work with him all the time. So she used to hang out in Pennhurst, and I keep begging her, like, please come on my show and talk about it.
Absolutely, yeah. Is she shy? She don't want to talk about it? Oh no, yeah. I'd love to. I would love to hear those stories.
Yeah, I know. She was like, I was a little girl. I just would go to work with my dad, and I used to play around in the in the fields and everything because they live. Yeah. She said I used to play in there because they lived close to Pennhurst as well. So it was like I feel like she told me they could just walk right over there. And
that's awesome.
Yeah. So there's a lot of connections to Pennhurst. So I'm happy that it didn't become, I'm just grateful for the people that put all of this, all of it into it to keep it going and to keep it alive for the memory of the people that were there.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of
museum that they have in there too with all the pictures and stuff, in Mayflower. That's fun to go in.
We get like when we clean out these places, it's just not go in there and just wipe everything out. You know, they have a crew that historical crew that goes into the building, takes all the aesthetics out, and then they distributed them through the rest of the buildings. Like, you know, because there's still energy connected to all that stuff.
Yeah, if there are things they can use, and if there are things they can't.
When we were cleaning out Tennicum last year, when we did the basement, we came across, like, the windows used to have these screens over them, like bars almost.
Wait, so last year was the first year that was open, right?
Yeah.
I haven't been in there yet.
It's cool. It's cool.
All right, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't interrupt you, but I'm a little excited about that.
A different vibe than the rest of the place.
That was a lot of work. I'm telling you, that was.
I mean, it was a lot of work to clean out, you know, any of the buildings. When we cleaned out Limerick, it was like we walked in one day, and we looked at the basement, and the stuff on the floors, you know, like freaking 3 feet deep, and all kinds of furniture and everything. And there was like a handful of us, and we're like, "How are we going to do this?" And then everyone started working, and it was like, and it's all done, and it's all cleaned, and it's all sorted, and it's like, you know,
Did you ever find anything cool? Like any like?
I was trying to tell you.
Yeah, he did.
So they had all these window covers for, I guess, really bad patients, and they were like not bars, they were like metal. You know what I mean? But they were security windows.
Mesh inside the window.
And the other windows on the other side were like stained glass, you know, like the frosted glass, but they were only like, you know, a foot by 10 inches. So each one of those windows, there was like, I don't know, 15, 20 windows in each one of these things. And we had, I would say, 60 of these things that went on the windows. And each window was painted by a patient.
Oh my God.
And it was, I mean, we were like going through them one at a time, and we're looking at them. You know, it was so cool.
And then, so what did they do with them? They have
still have them down at Tennicum. I don't know exactly what they're going to do with them yet, but they're going to use them somewhere.
Yeah. Oh my God, that would be awesome.
An assembly.
Yeah, and the other thing that we found, I mean, it was the absolute last thing that we found. It was crazy. Yeah. So we got finished cleaning everything. There was one door laying on the ground, a steel door. I picked it up and I flipped it because there was all glass on it. And what did it say? It said incinerator room.
Oh.
Because there's been a lot of rumors, you know, about they used to burn bodies, which they found out wasn't true. You know what I mean? But to see that, you know, it was like we had like 20 people down there cleaning this out, and all 20 people are like gathered around this door. We're all looking at it, taking pictures of it, and it was so cool to find it, though, you know.
Well, if at any point you need help, just let me know.
Well, anyone of you guys that are volunteering or whatnot, that week before the Paracon, he's there like every day. They're there every day working. If you want to come down and help, I mean, just
on the weekends.
Yeah. We'll start Saturday. The Saturday before, and then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we'll be down there.
Friday. We were still setting up. I remember the first time we were still setting up tables in assembly at like a half hour before the RIP party.
We were rolling them up the hill.
It's crazy, you know.
It's just so much work. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Yeah. But I think it's going to be a lot smoother this year. I really do. I have faith.
Each year it gets there's a lot of comments here that I didn't realize I'm missing here. What was the Philadelphia building used for?
That's a good question.
I think that wasn't it a doctor's?
No, that was Quaker. Quaker was the doctor.
Oh, it's Quaker. That's the doctor's. Yeah.
Was it so small? It's a lot small.
Yeah. It wasn't admin or anything. Maybe it was, I don't know, like just a
I don't know.
Specialty, some kind of specialty. I never really asked, to be honest with you. So
I
don't want to give you any misinformation.
Yeah.
You know.
But I do know in the basement, in the tunnel underneath Philly, it's like the smallest tunnel, but it is super active. And then it doesn't matter how much noise is going on around it either. You're gonna get stuff in that tunnel and in Rockwell. And you love Rockwell.
I love Rockwell.
It doesn't matter. Like people are always like, "Well, I want it to be quiet when I investigate." Hi, Kenny. You know, and everything. And it's like, you don't, not at Pennhurst, you don't, because they were used to all that noise. All the people that were there were there during the noise. Can you imagine how noisy that place was in its heyday?
Well, right? And that's what I was trying to. Kenny will be there. He said, "Good."
Yeah, but we're chaining him to the table.
Ah.
Skeptic.
That's what I was trying to say earlier. Is there's a lot. I always hear a lot of times, like there's some people that will sit there and go, "Oh, the asylums, like how could you investigate such a horrible blah 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 blah?" But you don't understand that. I always say when this comes up around me, anyway, my feeling is, you're going into these places with these people that were mistreated, and yes, a lot, and probably most of the time, but there are times that they weren't mistreated, but yes, they were. But you're going in there and you're talking to them like human beings, and you're communicating with them in a different way. You're telling them like, I'm friendly. It's okay to talk now. Do you want candy? People bring toys and candy and
pet the dog.
Yeah, the dog.
They love these.
They love that stuff. It makes them happy. Yes. So yes, was it conditions that were not favorable? Absolutely. But now going in there and you're not investigating, you're not going, how did you die? And did you suffer? You're not focusing around that stuff. You're focusing around like talking to them and treating them like human beings or children, like giving them some sort of a child, like a fond memory or something, something happy.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, and then the place started. All of these places started out good. They all started out with the best of intentions, exactly. Right? And they all were good. They really were. So they have some good memories there too.
Right. Exactly.
And then what happens is it becomes a dumping ground and it becomes overcrowded and it becomes understaffed, and then the problems start underfunded, and then they shut it down and throw the people into the world. It's like, yikes. But it's society fault, but if you go in there and you treat them with kindness and with tenderness and have the patience, because they might not be able to verbalize, so right. We're taking like that. We're taking that Ouija board, in there, and it really wasn't the best place for it because a lot of them couldn't read or write or spell.
It did go off randomly.
So it's not, it's just like, they wave their hand in front of it kind of like this because you don't know what they are. You know what I mean? What kind of person that you're talking to in there, Right. So, it's again, know your audience to where you're going. So if you're looking for Class A EVPs and, and stuff, you might not get them, but you can get, you'll get words, you'll get their names, maybe you'll get stuff like that. Sure, certainly. But you're not going to get conversations like you can get in other places. And
I will say this, even though it's a big event, I've worked all the Pennhurst Paracons except for the one last year because I ran off and got married or engaged. But I have worked them all. And I've brought groups of 25, 30 people down in the Rockwell Tunnel during the day. We've done investigations at night, even with a large amount of people. And people have walked out with pictures. People have walked out with Class A EVPs. Like people have, like, they're not shy. It's not, you're not, and that's what's the great thing about it. I mean, I remember one year, these people went down to the Philadelphia building and they went down. There, two of them weren't believers. They were like, "Oh, we're just here with our friends, supporting our friends," And I remember, I don't know if you guys were there, but they came running out. One of them was touched, like the person was like crying, like just because they weren't expecting it. Like they were okay, but they got touched and they became believers right in front of our faces. Like it was crazy to see.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of the thermal camera and stuff, and in the Philly tunnel, there's the little teeny ledges on the edges, and people were sitting. So we've got all the equipment on the floor, and people are talking and asking questions and everything. And I'm sitting at the very end, and I'm, doing the thermal camera, and I have a full body apparition standing there, like looking down at the person sitting there. Like very curious.
We have people walking out. We have people. Beth was with. That's right. Mike and Beth were with me at the Philly because it happened when we were there at the Philadelphia building. But I had people walking out. Somebody had a picture of the nurse. Yes, Thank you for I remember when I bring the groups down into the tunnel, I let everybody go, and I'm always the last one to make sure everybody's there, right? So I was walking down with the last person, and we heard heels to the left. And when you first go down into Rockwell, to the left, it's a lot shorter distance. You can see the wall where it ends.
That's closed up.
You can't. It goes on for days, right? Everybody went to the right, and me and her said we hear heels at the left, and I go take a picture. She had her cell phone, so she took a picture, took another picture, and as we were walking out, she comes running up to me. She's like, "Look what I found!" And it was literally it looked like a nurse, like a silhouette of a nurse at the end of the hall.
That is amazing.
It was amazing. I have that picture. It's not my picture. I don't know who the girl is. She sent it to me, and I got
a lot of pictures sent to me, especially like a couple of years ago. Especially, I was like bombarded by lots of pictures. Even that in Limerick, when Limerick wasn't open yet, and it looks like a woman sitting on the second floor like this, looking out over.
Oh, that's cool.
The crowds. When we had the balloon going up, there was that.
Yes.
Yeah. We tried.
Or the attempted balloon.
Yeah, we tried. We got to take out the buildings with the balloon.
Epic fail.
Yeah. Well, if it wasn't windy, it would have been great.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, guys.
Well, another thing with Pennhurst, this Paracon just isn't about the Paracon. Okay, this helps Pennhurst all year round because people come, they get an experience or a little taste of it, and they say, "I got to go back." So this helps them actually all year round.
Yeah, and the haunt, the haunt.
Holy crap! I have to say this.
Oh my God!
Thank you for reminding me, because for 10 years my tradition was always Eastern State, and nothing against Eastern State Penitentiary. I love Eastern State, right? But last year I went to Pennhurst's haunted attraction, and let me tell you something. It was like being, you would have thought Disney himself did that. How everything's so professionally done. The animatronics are so real. Like, it doesn't look, nothing is cheesily done. Nothing at all. Like, they have the tanks that what were they? The TV show.
Yeah.
They have tanks with body parts in them and stuff. It is so worth it.
Everything. I always was a haunted overload girl. And now haunted overload is like baby stuff compared to this. There's nothing I've ever seen like this. And
it's
they also
amazing.
Have the Reaper's Revenge and all that too, that they do too. So I haven't done that yet. I want to now. But yeah, I want to go back to this haunt every year.
Me too.
I get my daughter to go too, because it's amazing.
Who
had to lead?
What?
Who had to lead everybody?
What do you mean?
Who had to go first?
Oh, well, I didn't. I wasn't going first. I would have made Rob go. I make Rob go in front of me. I'll walk into a real haunted, like, even though Pennhurst is really haunted, but like I'm fine with walking into a place without the attraction stuff, right? And I'm like totally fine. You put me through a haunted attraction, I am scared.
You were
more afraid of me.
You were behind me because I had your hand and I was dragging you along.
Oh my God, I get so scared.
I have a newfound admiration for you. I can't believe you're doing this, because I'm going first into the fog. The fog was so thick and I didn't have a clue where I was going. And you're going through the tunnels, and it's like you're going through catacombs, and it's real catacombs. I mean, it's insane. It's just literally insane. And the fog was so thick, and it's like I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen at any time. So I'm like feeling, because I can't see, and dragging Taryn and everybody else behind me.
And then it's raining. And then, as always, Matt is zooming around in a four-wheeler trying to give ponchos out to everybody.
Yeah. Oh, that's what happens. they do. They take care of people.
They care so much about people. They really do.
They're just giving them.
That is one thing I will say. Matt's customer service. He goes above and beyond for the people who attend his events. I mean, I've seen it firsthand, and it's amazing what he does. I have so much respect for that man, for his professionalism, and how he handles every situation. I mean, I've seen things firsthand, and I'll be in the background, sit back watching. I'm like, wow, that's awesome. I mean, the one year it was like super hot. He was driving around with that 4-wheeler, handing waters out, trying to get people fans. I mean, he was.
I mean, they spent like $35,000 to get that air conditioning stuff brought in, and then us moving all the people into that, area. Yeah,
109 degrees in a black tent just don't mix.
Yeah. I'm the one who said, don't have it in July. You guys are nuts. Oh, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
I'm like,
it was
you're
fine.
nuts. You're nuts.
Except for the weather.
It wasn't fine.
I have to say something to this person. I know Goose is in love, but I want Goose to love me, not Rob. Thank you. I just had to say that.
Oh, okay. I don't know
there's Goose. There she is. Darren. Jenny said, I think I just bought the last RIP ticket because I want access to the buildings.
Oh, okay.
You got it.
All right. Well,
all right. RIP is now sold out.
All right. Hey, bro.
They want to go this year.
Yes, we can go. All right. We said that last year. We said
we did set it up.
For you workers, you can come to the haunt with us. And the only ones that showed up was Taryn.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you what, it was worth. It was so worth it. So it was
4 hours to go through the whole thing.
Yeah, it took, and I'm telling you, I'm like, wow. I'm like, they literally, I don't know how they could top. I mean, it was just the pumpkin patch was amazing. And like everything was fantastic.
Top of the line. Oh my God. Yes. It's so good. Right. Everything. And it's like you go in the tunnel, you come out of the tunnel, you do another thing, you go in through a building, you go into another tunnel, you go into a building. And then,
everything looks like it's done professionally by like a movie set. Like it doesn't, nothing's cheesy.
And with
it changes every year too.
Mackenzie's makeup. Oh,
Autumn.
Autumn.
Yeah.
So
yeah. She is
makeup.
Oh, talk about movie worthy. She should be doing movies.
Yeah.
She really should.
Yeah. Her makeup. You know who else is really good at makeup?
Who? Dana.
Dana is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Even their costumes, they do their own costumes down there. They design their own costumes. You could see them on their site. Like they actually sell them now. To help Pennhurst out. So
Dana could do it. She really, honestly, she could do it too. I mean, the first couple of years that I was with Rob, he didn't know what Dana looked like because we would go to parties and she would do herself up and he had no idea. He was like, "That's Dana." I'm like, "Yeah, she's beautiful." I'm like, "I know." I never saw her as like a ripped up zombie or like.
I've seen her things too. And Bella, she's really good with makeup too. Breaking Bella.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're so good.
Dana's
I tried. I'm not that
there's a lot of comments on it.
I know there's a lot.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I'll have to look at them later.
I wanted to share this before it got too far. Beth said, and I think she speaks for all of us. I am so honored and grateful to be a part of this event and our amazing team. I actually have tears in my eyes of how passionate we all are. I love you guys. Thank you for letting me.
No. All right. This is. I can't look at it. Thank you, Beth.
It's true. We are. We love you guys, and we would do anything for you guys.
I know. We appreciate it so much. You have no idea. Believe me.
We love you more.
Oh, you guys really are the best, and it's why my passion is for you guys and for what you guys do and everything.
No tissues for you.
Yeah, Dana said she absolutely speaks for all of us for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Beth. Yeah.
You're supposed to do that after the Paracon.
This is very emotional. All of this is very emotional.
It is.
Yeah.
No idea.
Softy.
Wait a minute.
He's not a softy.
He's a softie.
He's a big guy.
That said, I do speak for all of us, Taryn. Yep, she absolutely does.
We really do. You have no idea how much we appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, and it speaks volumes for you guys. So we do it because we love you guys. You know what I mean? And we do work hard, but it's so worth it to see the amazing things that Pennhurst does with what comes out of the events they do. Like I said, preserving the property and you seeing the hard way, and the reward is being a part of that history.
Right.
You're a part of that place's history. You know what I mean? That you
forever, yeah, for the preservation.
Yeah.
To go from what it was, right, from the very first when when he used to do the little Paracons, like the first one with 50 people coming, but the property just from that point to this point, it's a complete 180. I mean, it's poof.
It was a vision, you know what I mean? And I can't believe it's happened. I really can't. You know, it's just been it's over a decade. God, we're at this, you know?
Yeah. And it gets bigger and bigger every year.
Yeah. Yeah. So right now we're the biggest on the East Coast.
It's huge. Really is. It's really, really big. And hopefully it just keeps getting bigger.
Next year we're gonna tone it down.
Dial it down.
Dial it down, Bob.
Dial it down, Bob.
Well, guys,
Pennhurst, you gotta say that. Dial it down.
Yeah, dial it down, Bob. You both look good.
Oh.
You do. You both look good. And I can't wait to see you guys and give you big squeezes.
Yes, because I missed you last year too. And it was
fun.
You just sent me a picture.
Yeah.
My
big fat head.
She was still in the pictures, but a face on a stick.
I was so upset. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe we're going away during the Paracon.
I know, and I'm thinking it's just a vacation, but then when you came back engaged, I'm like, all right, I guess, all right.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that was going to happen either. So
right, I know. So I forgive Rob. It wasn't good.
Jenny said, I don't see you dialing down at all.
No, no, probably not.
Kip said never.
I don't know. It's gonna be tough to top this one. It really is. You know?
Oh, we'll manage it.
Yeah, it's just gonna be. I don't want to think about next year.
We'll manage it
Until the day after.
Yeah, the day after. That's
the day after
starts.
is when it starts.
It does. It honestly, God does. It's like you don't even get a break.
Well, I love you guys, and I want to thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
And again, anybody can go get. There's still some tickets. You can get tickets at the door. I don't recommend that. I don't think. I mean, I feel like it's good to keep the lines moving and to ensure that you get a ticket or to be able to get in. You know,
yeah, I'd rather go off with my paper and get in. Just go. But up to you.
You'll have a good time. I promise you, you'll have a good time.
Yeah, there's something for everyone. You're not gonna be bored. We got awesome vendors, awesome vendors. Top line stuff. Start your Christmas shopping early. Get your, all your gear from Vortex to
get your food, get everything. Meet your stars.
Yeah, there's gonna be jewelries and Megan's going to be selling her cups or tumblers, which you want to walk around and fill up your drink, keep it nice and cold there.
I have mine. I get all my cups from her. Rob said I'm not allowed to have any more because my whole cabinet is full of Megan cups.
I know. I got a bunch downstairs too. They're good. They
are good.
Cool. So she'll be there, and she's got all kinds of cool designs. And there's just so many. There's so many vendors. It's so amazing. And we have that girl Penny. We were just on her show. She's coming in from
the UK.
London, right?
Yeah.
To be here at the Paracon, and she's got her books, and she does a podcast too. So, so many. It's just so.
And the peaches are going to be there.
Oh, peaches! I love my peaches. That's the only time I get to be an honorary peach.
You get a twofer when you get to see the stars. You get the autographs from the pieces too.
Yeah,
Right.
and from Bob.
Right.
We're
Bob
gonna
who?
you, Bobo.
Bobo.
No, I don't do autographs.
Oh yeah.
Don't start. Dial it down.
Well, it was a pleasure having you guys on.
I love you.
Everybody, please go check out the Pennhurst Park. If you have not been there, you have to go. You do not want to miss this. This is one of the, in my opinion, one of the 3 greatest events of every year. So,
yep, you gotta do this, you gotta do the bash, you gotta do Para-Unity.
Yeah.
Those
So
are the
we have
3.
this. We have Pennhurst Paracon in May, and then we have the Park Battlefield Bash in July, and then we have Para-Unity in November.
Yep, you gotta hit them.
They are the best. I mean, they are run by some solid people, awesome people, and all for good causes. Absolutely,
not self.
Right.
Or self making money. It's all for good cause in every one of these events, and good people, great times.
Yes. So, with that being said, everybody, I want to thank you for joining us. If you have any questions, people can reach out to you guys, I guess, and
Sure.
or the Pennhurst and this and that, and until next week, guys, sweet dreams.
Ciao.
See you guys later.
Thanks.
Okay. See you. What awesome guests. They're so great. Thank you so much. Please go check them out. And the Pennhurst Paracon. If you don't have your tickets, get your tickets. I know there are hotel rooms. Probably you're going to be a little further out at this point. But there are hotels around there that you can look around. If you have any questions, again, reach out to somebody you know that's going, and I'm sure they can help with that or direct you in the right direction. Anyway, thank you everybody for joining us, and we will see you next week on Paranormal Brew.